Question 25. 1 liter of gaseous mixture is effused in 5 minutes while same volume of oxygen gas takes 10 minutes. What is the vapor density of gaseous mixture? This numerical depends on Graham's law of effusion. Effusion means the tendency of gas to leak, release, escape from the container. Now look here, volume of gaseous mixture. Let us consider here. Volume of gaseous mixture is equal to 1 liter. Again, here same volume. Then same volume of oxygen gas is equal to here again 1 liter. Here 1 liter of gaseous mixture is effused in 5 minutes. Then time of this gaseous mixture is 5 minutes, which is equal to 5 into 60 seconds. Both are given in minute, therefore not necessary to multiply by 60 to each. Then here time of oxygen gas taken is 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Now what is Graham's law of effusion? Rate of effusion of gas. Suppose here I write here oxygen gas upon rate of effusion of this mixture of gas is inversely proportional to their molar masses. Inversely proportional to their molar masses. Then you know what is the relationship between molar mass and vapor density. Molar mass is always equal to 2 into vapor density. Therefore we can write is equal to 2 into vapor density of mixture upon 2 into vapor density of oxygen gas. Now rate of effusion is nothing but volume of gas effused per unit time. Oxygen time is here 10 minutes. Then here rate of gaseous mixture effused is nothing but volume of gaseous mixture effused upon time is equal to 5 minutes. 2 gets cancelled. Here vapor density of mixture upon vapor density of oxygen O2. Molar mass of oxygen is nothing but the 32 gram per mole. Then molar mass is nothing but 2 into vapor density. This is equal to molar mass. Then what is the vapor density of oxygen is equal to molar mass 32 upon 2 is equal to 16 is the vapor density of oxygen gas. Then vapor density of oxygen gas is equal to 16. Let us rearrange this one. Volume same hai. This gets cancelled. Then we will get 5 upon 10 is equal to vapor density of mixture upon 16. Squaring both the sides, we get a 25 upon 100 is equal to vapor density of mixture upon 16. Then what we will get here? 25 into 16 upon 100 is equal to vapor density of gaseous mixture. 4 again here 4 Vapor density of gaseous mixture is a 4. A is correct option. Let us see here question number 26. If the ratio of partial pressures of O2 and any gases, neon gases, O2 and neon gases, oxygen and neon gases, is a 3:2 in the mixture containing 192 gram of oxygen gas, what is the mass of neon gas in the mixture? This numerical depends on Dalton's law of partial pressure. What Dalton's law tells us? Partial pressure of gas, here O2, is equal to total pressure of the gas into mole fraction of that gas. For oxygen we can write in this manner. Now look here, oxygen and neon, what is the ratio? 3:2. Total pressure we have to consider here 3 plus 2 5. Partial pressure of oxygen we have to consider here 3. Partial pressure of neon we have to consider 2. Let us see here. Again, partial pressure of neon is equal to total pressure of gaseous mixture into mole fraction of neon. Let us divide equation 1 by equation 2. PT, total pressure gets cancelled. Partial pressure of O2 upon partial pressure of neon is nothing but partial pressure of O2 3, partial pressure of neon 2 is equal to mole fraction of O2 upon mole fraction of neon. Then 3 by 2 number of moles of O2 upon number of moles of O2 plus number of moles of neon upon number of moles of neon upon number of moles of O2 plus number of moles of neon. This gets cancelled. We have 3 by 2 is equal to number of moles of oxygen gas upon number of moles of neon gas. Then we know that how to determine the number of moles. Weight of oxygen gas upon molar mass of oxygen gas upon weight of neon gas. This is us. What is the weight mass of a neon gas? Upon molar mass of neon. 3 by 2 is equal to weight of oxygen given. This is equal to 192 gram. Molar mass 32. Weight of neon we have to calculate. Molar mass is a atomic mass, is nothing but the atomic mass because it is neon is a monoatomic in nature. 20. Solve this one. 16. 3 by 2. This is equal to here 192 upon 32. 16. This is equal to 6 upon weight of neon upon 20. Then we can write 3 by 2 into weight of neon upon 20 is equal to 6. Then 20 into 240, 3 comes here. Then weight of neon is equal to 6 into 40 upon 3 to the 40 into 2, 80 gram. 80 gram is the correct answer. 20, 40, 80, 160. C is the correct option. Question number 27. The total pressure exerted by gaseous mixture containing 70 gram nitrogen gas, 44 gram carbon dioxide and 60 gram argon is 500 torr. What is the partial pressure of argon gas in the mixture? This numerical again depends on Dalton's law of partial pressure. Here just partial pressure of argon we have to calculate. The formula used is here. Partial pressure of argon gas is equal to total pressure of gaseous mixture into mole fraction of argon gas. Total pressure is a given 500 torr. For calculation of mole fraction of argon, number of moles of nitrogen, carbon dioxide and argon gases are required, and we have to just calculate mole fraction of argon to get partial pressure of argon. Let us calculate the number of moles of nitrogen gas. Given weight 70 gram, molar mass nitrogen 28. This equal to 2.5 mole. The number of mole of carbon dioxide gas, given mass 44, molar mass 44, 1 mole. The number of moles of argon gas is equal to given mass 60 gram upon molar mass of argon gas is 40. This is equal to 1.5 mole. Let us calculate mole fraction of argon. Mole fraction of argon is equal to number of moles of argon upon number of moles of argon plus number of moles of nitrogen plus number of moles of carbon dioxide gas. Here number of moles of argon is 1.5. number of moles of argon 1.5, then number of moles of nitrogen is 2.5, number of moles of carbon dioxide 1. 1.5 plus 1, 2.5, 2.5 plus 2.5, 5, 1.5 upon 5 is equal to 0.3 is the mole fraction of argon gas. Let us use that a mole fraction here. Total pressure is 400 torr into mole fraction of argon 0.3. What will get the answer? 150 torr is the final answer. D is correct option. 150 torr. Question 28. What is the percentage increase in volume when temperature of 600 ml of air increases from 27 degrees Celsius to 47 degrees Celsius at constant pressure? Here volume changes, temperature changes, pressure constant. This depends on Charles' law. Volume is directly proportional to temperature at constant pressure. This is according to Charles' law. Then a V1 upon V2 is equal to T1 upon T2. Here V1 initial volume is a 600 ml. Let us calculate final volume, then a total increase in volume, then percentage increase upon V2. T1 is equal to 27 degrees Celsius, means a 300 Kelvin. Then a T2 47 degrees Celsius is equal to 320 Kelvin. Then let us solve this one. Therefore 600 into 320 upon 300 is equal to V2. Let us solve this one. This is equal to 64 ml, 640 ml. 640 ml is equal to the final volume of the gas. Now look here, what is the initial? 600 ml. Final volume 640 ml. Then what is increase in volume? Increase in volume is equal to final volume 640 minus initial volume 600. This is equal to 40 ml. This is the increased volume. But here which thing is as percentage increase in volume. What is the initial volume? 600 ml. 600 ml के लिए कितना आ गया? ये कितने से इंक्रीज हुआ? ये 40 ml से इंक्रीज हुआ है. तो 100 ml के लिए निकालना है हमको. 100 ml के लिए कितने से इंक्रीज हो जाएगा ये? Let us solve this one. 100 ml के लिए x percentage suppose, then calculate this value of x. 600x for 40 into 100. X is equal to 40 into 100 upon 600. This is equal to 20 upon 3. 20 upon 3 is equal to 6.67 percentage. Option B is correct one. 29. Question number. The compressibility factor Z of 1 mole of real gas at low pressure and high pressure respectively are. Dear students, this is a very important question from examination point of view. Most of the students made the mistake here. Now look very carefully. What is the van der Waals equation for real gas? P plus n square A upon V square into V minus NB is equal to nRT. But for 1 mole, n is equal to 1 square 1. We get 1 mole A upon V square into V minus B is equal to RT. Now look here, condition 1, low pressure. Low pressure. If a pressure is low, remember, pressure is low, volume is very high. Pressure and volume inversely proportional. If a pressure is low, volume is high, V is far greater than this B, therefore the term B is neglected. Then what we will get? P A plus A upon V square into V is equal to RT. Let us solve this one. P into V plus AV upon V square, A upon V is equal to RT. Divide all this equation by RT. PV upon RT, A upon VRT, RT upon RT. PV upon RT is nothing but compressibility factor Z plus A upon VRT is equal to 1. Then what is the value of Z? Z is equal to 1 minus A upon VRT. Let us write here this value at a low pressure. At low pressure, value is 1 minus A upon VRT. Don't forget this one. Dear students, let us come to the next part regarding high pressure. If a pressure is high, volume is very low, and here most of the students confuse here. Volume very low volume. Low volume means, student, this V square, volume low. Most of the students consider this is a very high term, but that is not the case. Now look here, pressure is suppose 200, value of A is a very small, suppose 0.002 upon volume suppose 100 ml, 100 का स्क्वायर. देखो ये वैल्यू कितना छोटी आ रही है, वेरी वेरी स्मॉल. Therefore don't confuse here. At high pressure, volume is very low. Low volume is having some value. This term is a very very small and hence can be neglected. Therefore we get P into V minus B is equal to RT. PV minus PB is equal to RT. Divide each by RT. PV upon RT, PB upon RT, RT upon RT. This is equal to 1. PV upon RT, compressibility factor Z minus PB RT is equal to 1. Therefore, Z is equal to 1 plus PB RT. This is at high pressure. देखते हैं लो प्रेशर में 1 माइनस ए वी आर टी है, 1 माइनस वी ए, 1 माइनस ए अपॉन वी आर टी. हाई प्रेशर में जेड इज इक्वल टू 1 प्लस पी बी आर टी. सी ऑप्शन इज करेक्ट वन. देन लेट अस कम टू लास्ट क्वेश्चन ऑफ सुपर 30. Here options are here 5 as to 4, options 4 as to 5, option C 8 as to 3, option D 3 as to 8. Okay. Equal weights of methane and sulfur dioxide gases are mixed in an empty container at 27 degrees Celsius. The pressure fraction exerted by methane gas. Again, this numerical depends on Dalton's law of partial pressure. Now look here, what is meaning of this pressure fraction? pressure fraction is nothing but, before going to this one, what is the Dalton's law of partial pressure? Partial pressure of methane is equal to total pressure into mole fraction of methane. Then let us solve this one. Partial pressure of methane upon total pressure is equal to nothing but pressure fraction. Pressure fraction. Pressure of given gas upon total pressure of gaseous mixtures is called as the pressure fraction, and this value is equal to mole fraction of methane. Now let us calculate the mole fraction of methane. Mole fraction of methane is directly nothing but the pressure fraction of a methane gas. Weights are equal here, equal weights. Now what is the mole fraction of methane gas? Number of moles of methane gas upon number of moles of sulfur dioxide gas. Weight of methane gas W, molar mass of plus here number of mole of methane gas. Weight of methane upon molar mass 16. Number of moles is nothing but weight of sulfur W, same weight, molar mass sulfur dioxide 64 plus number of moles of methane W upon 60. Further solve this one. W upon 16, W upon 64 plus 4W upon 64. This come to W upon 16 is equal to 5W upon 64. This is equal to W. W gets cancelled. 1 upon 16 into 5 into 64. We will get 16 4. What we will get here? 4 upon 5 is the pressure fraction. That means here I write here in this manner: 4 upon 5, 5 upon 4, 8 upon 3, 3 upon 8. What is the correct answer? 4 by 5. This is the correct option.